Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm MWS, and today we have the finale of Season 6 of the Grimsby Town to Glory career mode. It's been a very successful first season in the Prem, I think. If you haven't seen the last episode, go ahead and watch that before this one and smash the like, as today we have the final 4 games as we sit 15th in the league, and I honestly think we are safe already mathematically as well, so we've had a very good season for ourselves. They cannot catch us up. We are 12 points. Well, we can lose all 12 points today, or we can win them. And if we lose them all, Burnley, even in 17th, cannot catch us. We are going to finish at least over 16th, which is a very good season indeed. But maybe finishing higher is another matter, because very difficult games today. We've got Manchester City at the Etihad to start the day off with, followed up by Aston Villa away at Villa Park. Then a trip to Blundell Park, our stadium, to play the Toffees, which we have beaten before. And then Fulham, who thrashed us last time, got a couple of our ex-players, and we could possibly send down in a grudge match. I've never really liked Fulham in this save. Sorry, Fulham fans, but you've always been a pain to me. So, to send them to the relegation spots after we picked them to the title last year would be very, very nice. As we'll get the questions going for the press conference, Caleb says he hasn't had a question in the press conference for a while, so here we are answering it, saying he still hasn't got it in. What's the next career mode? I was thinking of play a career. Hopefully, if all goes to plan, I might have a different video for tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to go to plan just yet, though, because I've had a very, very tough day today, but still, we move. And a player career, it depends on what you guys want. If you really, really want to play a career, I could offer it. I don't know if it'd be as popular, but it's up to you. I have got a career mode set up for after this in the style of a management one, so it's up to you if you want me to change it. As John Welk dealt with the next one, is your goal to win the Champions League with Grimsby? Also, do you have plans for your next career mode? Like I said, just kind of answered that before, but is your goal, on the other hand, I haven't answered. Yes, it is. Win as much as we can, but it's not going to go over 10 seasons. That is the maximum I'm going to go. Maybe it could be less, 9 or 8. But yeah, I don't want to do many series, but I do want to win as much as possible. In order to do that, I think we've got to step it up big time, to be fair, as LW Gamer 2515 with the question, maybe sign Max Aarons. He has just gone to Juve in the last transfer window. So yeah, it's going to be difficult to get him. Really, really difficult. But I think it would improve the team. But highly doubtful that he will join Grimsby Town, as we actually do need some big players. His rating, I think he's like 86 rated as well, but we do have an 84 in his team in David Brooks. We've got to improve ourselves though. We've definitely got to improve the players we've got here, but then we do have to make signings as well going into next season. Don't want to finish 15th again. And we are just going to jump straight into the games today, because I want to get us through as many as possible before we have to round up the season. With Chevalier in goal for this first one, Stacey, Ayer, Harwood, Bellis in the defence, because maybe we have to get ready to play without Ivan, because he's very much in demand, well, was in the last transfer window, with Jackson at the side of him, played well in the last one, with Cantwell, Hove, Doyle and Brooks in the midfield, Dowell and Semenyo. So you can see there's changes after the big loss to Tottenham, but still, like Jackson, we lost 3-0, but I still think he was decent at left back. Very, very tired and not up to full fitness, which it doesn't really need to be up to full fitness. We're ending the season soon, but I'm going to play him. We can rotate. We're not going up, because we can't really go up. We're not getting Europa League, and of course we're safe from relegation. Manchester City, all the plastic fans right there, not because it's City, but of course they're in every single game, aren't they, with Edison, Dest, Soyuncu, Laporte, Cancelo, Guimaraes, Rodri and Valverde in the midfield, with Torres, Donny Mallon and Raheem Sterling. Let me clear it up, I didn't call them plastic because the City. I know all of you'll think I did right there, but I didn't, I promise. It's because every single supporter in this stadium is them group of people, isn't it? The woman, the bald man who has a vest on only, and the other guys. And last time out against the Citizens, we got absolutely hammered, didn't we? So this time, let's make it different, as Valverde has scored straight away. Right, I was going to say we did well against Liverpool last time out. Flopped against Tottenham, yeah, but we can get a comeback. No, not at all to start this game off. And Manchester City score from the first little move of the game. I thought that were going to get given us something as well. Harwood, Bellis poor against his old teammates, as it's just a Federico waiting in the middle. Chevalier and Ayer doing the conga. They're in line with each other, and of course slotted sit in the bottom corner for his 12th goal. It's a centre mid. And Johan Hove, now we have to get a comeback, don't we, as Todd Cantwell. Oh, it's shocking from him. Honestly, I do want to get this team stacked up with like high rated players for, of course, challenging further up, but he's not doing well so far, Todd Cantwell in a Grimsby shirt. I've got to say, 2 goals all season, and it's even led to their goal. His mistake has led to 2 from City already 15 minutes in. This one's Donny Mallon who run the show at Blundell Park, and well, like Burnley against City, Burnley always get beat 5-0, and honestly, we just don't stand a chance against them. And it could even be more. It's Donny Mallon with the ball right there to Valverde. Raheem Sterling gets inside of Stacey, chips Chevalier, and this could be really embarrassing. Man City wave after wave. I've changed the team around, but I don't have a clue how it's this bad. Yeah. I mean, they are in a chase with Tottenham. It's Tottenham and Man City going for the league. We've played them both in the row, but still, they should not be this good against us. It's impossible. So let's finally get his foot on the ball, shall we, and try and do something. Johan Hove, can we do something when we actually do go forward as well? It's into Semenyo. Chance here. Cuts inside of Soyuncu and tries to shoot down low. Half an hour in, and that's the first time we've been near their box. Never mind in it, as Ederson has the ball right there, passing it out from the defence. And I know I've got a defensive job on my hands. And at half-time, yep, it's been all City. It's been all City. Luckily, they didn't score in the last 5 or 10 minutes, as it's 3-0 at half-time. Not going to make any changes. Just going to play the players who are on the field and see if they can try and redeem themselves. Because, of course, being the last episode, I'm looking towards next season, and some of these players haven't done the same justice. And David Brooks, can we conjure something up at the end of this half? I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's David Brooks, but he still can't. As João Cancelo, Mr. Versatile, blocks it. However, Doyle blocks that one there, and it's back to the left back. City to come forward again, over the top, looking for Raheem Sterling with his little run. Has to get back Stacey, and does get back, and makes a great tackle, to be fair to him. So I do like that. On to Brooks, but still blocked again. And Donny Mallon on to Rodri now. Hardwood Bellis. Right, that's more like it against your old club. That's a great tackle. As can we flood forward now? A lot better in this second half. Look like we want to defend. As Semenyo gets a ball on here. Soyuncu tries to send him a little bit. Gets him out of the way and goes down. But nothing given. And should anything have been given? Probably not, but I'm going to shout for it anyway. So Todd Cantwell, dodgy touch, but he's still got the ball off the defender. Dest, who does not block it. So Todd Cantwell coming at the defence. Cuts inside well. Todd Cantwell just low and a good foot from Ederson. That's more like the player who's just been a shadow of himself this season. Great little move from the Norwich playmaker, as here is Raheem Sterling coming forward as well, though. They're on the break. They even play break football like we do. Back in the middle to Donny Mallon. Need to try and keep them out. It's a 1-2. Now Donny Mallon again, and Christopher Raya deals with it. And Raheem Sterling's avoided the offside trap here. It could be 4, you know. And is. I waited for it. I just waited for it. I was just thinking. I was literally just thinking. What did I say? We could be 1-0 up in this half. I jinxed it. I need to shut my mouth. I was just thinking then, if I keep my mouth shut, that might have not happened. As it's a sweaty, of course, Donny Mallon. Chevalier, that is kind of straight at you, mate. I expect you to save that. And it could even be 5 as well. It's a corner here for the Citizens. Whipped in front post. Brooks with a header across his own box, though it falls to someone in the box. And Donny Mallon's just poked it in. Boys, our praise is in this second half. What are we doing? It's 5-0 to Manchester City. Hopefully it ends this way. Hopefully no more. As it's just poked. It's a very lucky one, that. We had a slide in there. We had a congested box. Not going to blame Chevalier for that one, but again, let's 5 in. And we're going to leave the Etihad empty-handed, but don't let it be 6. João Cancelo. Oh, almost chipped us. And Donny Mallon's put the rebound over. That's embarrassing. Could have even had 4, not just 3, as it is 5-0 to Manchester City. It's a good job the season is ending soon and we're not playing for anything, because I would be furious. But again, we're a new team in the Prem. We're learning. Just quite slowly at the moment. And after the game, at least Ivan's been a bit more positive. We've been beaten by the team that wanted him 5-0. But he says he's been seeing stuff that people have said stuff about his future, and he doesn't want to leave. He said nothing about leaving. He's not going to push it, but of course he didn't say he's not going to leave. But yeah, it's a complicated situation around him. As we move on to the top goal scorer, second top goal scorer now, we've given Donny Mallon the golden boot right here. Munir with Aston Villa. This one was a simulated game earlier on in the season. As we have a player leaving as well, the board might not be happy, but he's definitely very unhappy at the club. Oliver Burke, he's had a really great time here at Grimsby Town. Loved him in his championship seasons. Not the one where we went up as much, but the ones where we were competing the first 2. He was great. So yeah, he's going to be going to Crystal Palace. Good move for him, I think. And yeah, it's going to be bad to see him go. Aston Villa are in fact in 7th place, so not a bad side. But you might think I've put a bad side out. I haven't. I'm just thinking about the future, and of course it's towards the end of the season. So Chevalier conceded 5 in the last game and a couple before. Of course, he's good. He had a really good game against Liverpool in the last episode, but I'm going to give Evans a try. Want him to grow into one of the world's best keepers with Stacey, the other Welshman at right back, Aya and Lewis, another youth player who's got decent pace and physical, in the back four with Mola at the side of him. Todd Cantwell, Pope's back in. Doyle's going to stay, try to get his potential up, and Brooks on the right with Dowell and Semenyo. We're going to keep the attack quite similar, the wingers and the front too. So yeah, I've made a couple of changes in defence. It might be worse in defence, but it can't be worse than 5-0 to City, surely. Another very nice stadium in Villa Park, as they have Anyos in goal, and Babu, Cardoayo, Christiansen and Ndika in the defence, Mijochu and Harry Winks. Very decent team that. Bernd Traore, Ndombele and Centurion with Munir up front. That's a very, very decent Premier League side. Wouldn't expect it to be 7th, of course, but still very, very decent. I applaud you, Villa, doing well yourselves. However, we are going to start with the ball straight away. We've just tackled them far forward. Good roulette out from Brooks as well, who gives it onto this new guy, Lewis. And I want to see a good performance from him. I want his potential racing through the roof. But Todd Cantwell has the ball right now. Semenyo, good touch to keep it. Pope needs support on this left wing and gets it from Todd Cantwell. A couple of good moves here. We've got a man at the front post as well, but on Babu, that blistering pace at right back is going to be harder than ever for Toddy to deal with. And Lewis is right out here on Tanguy Ndombele, making sure he marks him, doesn't get the tackling, but still does well to shepherd him off. As Mitchell gives it back in the middle to Tanguy Ndombele, playing in a cam roll. Usually a CDM, isn't it? As he's got the ball again, turns out, gives it in the middle to Munir. He turns out as well, top scorer. We know he can take a shot, but it's blocked from Lewis, supporting Aya there behind him. Love that. They've got a couple of Tottenham players as well, haven't they? Harry Winks and Ndombele. As Ndombele's there, and Lewis with a great tackle. Evans, the keeper, almost spilt it as well. I mean, it was a dodgy touch from Lewis, but let's not take it away from the tackle. It was perfect. And I know why he's playing well. He's got the number 27 on his back. The lucky number. My lucky number as well as Semenyo. I see that run. Todd Cantwell with the ball. Look for Semenyo. It's a great ball as well. Semenyo with a little flick on header and it's gone in. That was really good from the net muscles of Antonio Semenyo. And it's number 28. 27 to 28. Beautiful move. What a goal that is. He hasn't scored in a while, but what a way to get it. And Todd Cantwell, perfect chip. Look at that for a ball. That is actually a delicious ball. Angos, no chance in the goal. Looping over him and into the back of the net. He's actually a god with headers. And Ndombele plays the ball forward to Munir here straight away. Aston Villa are not going to sit down and let this happen though, are they? Because of course they've got a really, really strong side themselves and are doing well as an Ndombele. Oh, slats it in at the front post. Couldn't even say his name right there. And George Evans has beaten on his debut. Of course, don't blame the kid. The defence, it's a problem. It's Lewis as well. He slides in, doesn't move with the slide, just drops to the deck. I expect that from a 65 rated, but still, it's gutting when it actually happens. So now we've got a game to try and get back into ourselves as Pope. Semenyo, make a run off the ball. I mean, he's forcing us to go right here as the striker. Just please make a good move as it's into Dowell. Okay, that was a good run, Semenyo, but I did kind of ignore it. Still got the ball at my feet though. Now round the corner into Pope. Got a run there of, I think it was Tommy Doyle, but miles off at half time. Although Doyle almost got that. I would definitely take 1-1. I think with the defensive switcheroo that we've done, I think it's still been quite good. Rafael Munir, though, I think his first name's Rafael, still going to go for it, but we are. Todd Cantwell. Oh, no, he doesn't. He loses it. Oh, and a free kick here for Aston Villa as well. Christopher Aya. He's not going to get booked for it, but it's going to be a free kick. George Evans, make yourself a little bit of a hero here with a good save at the end of this half, as it's Munir, the top scorer, standing over it, and Traore jumps over it. It's going to be Munir to strike, and it's off the crossbar. And now it's to Clinton Mola, who's going to dribble out with the ball as well. I think we're lucky now not to be behind at half-time, even though I think we've had a lot more of the ball than them. Although Semenyo is making another run as well, and it's a good cross from Toddy. It was the same one for the goal, but just further out, and they had time to deal with it. 1-1 at the break with Aston Villa. It's the scoreline we used to dread, but in this game, I'll take it into the second half. And Doyle, straight on the ball right there. Is he onside, Brooks? I think he's onside. What a run this is from David Brooks and stings Rafaelto and Hossa's hands. That was a big chance, that one. But of course, we've just gone and missed it. Semenyo tries to get another header as well. Todd Cantwell does get it out to the corner kicker in Brooks. Looks like we're going to start this half off very well. As Lewis, the centre-back, the young one, has a shot on the edge of the box. I never thought that was really going in. As Mola does keep the ball as well, though. Looking for Stacey. And a terrible pass. And Mbabu with the ball over the top to Traore there. We're still going to try and keep them out. And Ndombele with good skill there, but no match for Christopher Ayer, who comes around to tackle him very calmly. Now Brandon Pope on the middle to Tommy Doyle, who's going to run down this wing and give it to the winger in Brooks. Over the top to Semenyo. It's the right winger setting up the striker this time. Semenyo has to try and turn out though, and I couldn't get past Christiansen. I think Aston Villa have stepped up their defensive game, as we are definitely on top. Although we've got to be careful here now. I've said that. We don't go and concede as it's Bertrand Traore in the middle to Meunier. Good ball onto Ndombele. Lewis is wrong side and Ndombele sticks it in the bottom corner for his second. Why do I jinx things? It's a great hit from Tanguy. Really good whilst he was falling as well. I tried to just hack him down. I'll be honest, I tried to hack him down with Lewis, but no. Past Evans to make it his 5th of the season and 2nd against us in one game. And I've absolutely loved as well. I've admired anyway. From Aston Villa. Harry Winks, he's been solid in the midfield this game, although he hasn't scored a lot of key passes, as Brooks does have a ball though here. David Brooks goes for another shot across net and just can't punish the keeper. We've been the better side if we lose this, as Dowell does keep it as well. Anos with another save. Semenyo, it's got to be handball in there, but nope, nothing given. If we don't get a draw out of this, I'm going to be quite mad. They are basically gifting us the ball. Good tackle there from Lewis as well, the youngster, as Pope has it in the middle. Onto Semenyo. Dowell, make a dart round the side. He does. And now it's Kieran Dowell. 1-on-1 and does slot it from the angle against this keeper, who saved everything really. Kieran Dowell. Love you, mate. 2-2. Let's get on with it as well. I feel like there's potential for a winner in this game. Florian Balogun to end the game instead of Semenyo. And another point I'll just take. However, I do still feel like we deserve the win. I think Aston Villa are in the race for, of course, a European spot. So they're going to go full for it like they are right now. Maybe we can catch them on the counter. It's a bad turn, that, though, from Kieran Dowell, who just scored the goal. And just hold on, boys. Don't let them have 3 points. Let's ruin their Europa League pushers. Lewis with a great tackle, the youngster. Absolutely amazing. Just hoof that. And I'll take the point when he's done something like that. That shows potential for me. He's definitely staying for a couple of years. Maybe got a professional contract with that. Number 27, one for the future. 2-2 here at Villa Park. So that point takes us actually up to... well, 15th, still not up anyway. We're just getting points but not moving position, as we still can though. We need to win back-to-back the game, so and hope West Ham lose to get out of 15th. But then again, I'll take that. We're surviving in the Prem in the first season and not being in the bottom 4 at least. And straight after Aston Villa, we have another midweek game, this time against Everton, and Ivan's wanting to play. I was kind of thinking his season might be over if he doesn't ask to play again, get a rest for next year, and of course get some practice without him. But because it's a simulated game and I want to win, I might just slot him in. So Ayer, unfortunately, I'm not going to be captain. You're going to get your rest this time with Ivan slotting in. And I might put a couple more youth players on the bench. I'm going to stick... actually, Mitchell was doing okay. I'm going to keep Mitchell right in there. Fisher can come on the bench right there. And I'm going to stick Dan Smith in the team. Just why not? As Evan stays in the goal. Stacey, Ivan, Lewis stays in after a really good first debut performance. And Mola at left back with Smith, Pope, Doyle and Brooks in the midfield. Dowell and Semenyo again. So it's a simulated game at... was it Goodison? I can't remember. I'll see you in a second, of course. And hopefully we do get a result this time. No, it's at Blundell Park. And these are 6. Can we do Villa a favour? After we just tried to rob them, and we did rob them of 2 points, can we rob Villa of 3? It's going to be a quick simulation, of course. And no, we lose 2-1. Jonathan David with a double and Semenyo with 1 for us. Still, in a game we've rotated, I'll kind of take it. As yet, mathematically impossible now not to finish anywhere but 15th. As it's Fulham up next, of course. Can we still send them down? I think they've just won against Liverpool, so... I don't really like you in this save, Fulham, but I'll respect you on that. Big result that has no... well, they are safe for now, but they can still go down. They're not mathematically. Burnley can still catch them. Crystal Palace and West Brom still below them, who are relegated. Or can Crystal Palace... well, Crystal Palace need like an 8-0 to stay up, so very, very unlikely. As Spurs are sitting at the top of the league now by 2 points going into the final day. How I would like to play one of them now to try and stop them winning it. And yeah, I want to beat Fulham. But then again, I was just thinking right then, it's the last game of the season, so I am going to give a lot, and I mean a lot of youth players a go. If we get something, way, it's a positive. Of course, we've done this in those other saves, so you know how much I like to play my rotated players in the final game of the season when there's nothing to play for, if you have seen the others. As Evans is still in goal though, no Gretson, probably going to find a loan for him next year. With Fisher at right back, his first game in like 3 years, and he's been here quite a while. And Mitchell at the side of him, Lewis and Jackson at left back. We don't have a youth left back, with Alonso on the wing making his debut, Pope, McMillan and Smith on the right, with Hale and Balogun. So I think there's about 4 debuts in this, and along with Lacey and Alvaro on the bench, who I'm still not yet playing because we've got youth players in their position. So Fulham, I could help you survive here. Probably not going to like me are the Burnley fans, of course, because they'll want me to put full strength out to try and stop them. But I'm playing for me. I'm playing to get our youth up. And at least it's at Blundell Park, so we'll be behind the young boys on the field now, with Mbahun in goal, Di Stiglio, Mawson, Romero and Vegas. They're still playing to stay up. Josh Onoma and Harrison Reed in the midfield, with Tazolis, Molino Torreiro and Santiago supporting Timothy Weah. Hopefully he isn't as flopped as he is in... Well, I won't say actually he's really flopped in real life, but I haven't really heard of him as much as I expected to do. So a little bit of shade on the Weah there, as let's try and outweigh Fulham in goal. See what I did there, as Balogun has a pass on right there into Angus McMillan through the middle for Hale, who we said we might be releasing at the end of the season. If we can have a good game here, might have to think twice about that. It gives it back to McMillan, number 8. Don't know why he has that number. And it is a bit funny how, when I think about it, this team of reserves, literally our worst players in the club, is still a lot better than our first team that we had in this whole save in ratings-wise, as Pope has a ball over the top there. He's still in, of course, he's one of our youth players, as Alonso tries to give it back, and it's a good tackle, Mawson. We're on the front foot, and I didn't expect to be saying that. Dan Smith, I want to see something from you as well. Second highest rated, as Hale has a ball there on to Pope, just overcooked. That Cam is still trying to play for his position a little bit. He loves getting on the ball, which I'm seeing a lot of. But, of course, still needs to improve me a lot because his potential is down. As Jackson has a ball there onto Hale in the middle, who I think wins a corner. But no, he doesn't. And McMillan here, I've got to say as well, Fulham, if you want to stay up, you've got to put a lot more into this game than you are doing right now. We're still making a couple of mistakes like that. But if Burnley are trying to park the bus like they can do in games and try and see out a result, you're in danger. However, Timothy Weah could cause danger here. Cuts inside. Good tackle, I think. Oh, not at all, but we still can't get the ball. It's all over the place. It's obstruction. As Tyler Mitchell eventually does get rid of the ball, though, and gives Brandon Pope a bit of a run. Pope's got Balogun in front of him as well. Florian Balogun gets the ball. One-on-one here with Romero. He could take the lead and does! The youth team are in front at home at Blundell Park against Fulham, who just look destined for relegation. Another black and white derby as well, and Efesa won the Newcastle, which we do lead, and it's a goal from our number 10, Florian, who we signed as a replacement for Campuzano at the start of the season, and has definitely replaced him. We even sold Campuzano because this guy is better than him and finishes it right there. Great goal. And we lead. Excellent stuff, as we are playing some really good football with the youth players. McMillan now, he's not much youth. I think he's like 22, but he has got a good rating, 70, which I think is good enough for a squad player. As Balogun has space here as well for another one, and squeezes it into the bottom corner. Florian Balogun is making Fulham look like not even a championship, but a League One. 2-0. What a good ending to the season this would be with our little rated team. Great goal, that one as well, to put past the keeper, Mbagoon. As it's just poor. These boys are just scrapping. They're all scrapping for professional contracts in this game, I think, as McMillan, he's doing amazing as well. Really enjoying using him. As Tyreek Mitchell as well at the back. Jackson deals with that one, though, as it's onto McMillan again in the middle. Onto Balogun, who's in a foot race. Almost gets there, but this team is honestly great with the youth we have in the academy as well. I think we have definitely got a good future ahead of us, as that's a good turn though from Torreiro. Still, no chance of getting forward, as afters are left from Brandon Pope as well. Fulham, mate, I'm talking to you like a person, but you've got to step up if you want to stay up. I mean, I don't want you to beat us, of course, but for your sake, I do. No chance at this rate, though, as Timothy Weah has a chance on here, and Lewis with a great tackle. That's just what I've expected in the last 2 games, as Smith is going to run away with it as well. Give it to Alonso. Can he win that? He does. He gets there in time. Hale in the middle. A big counter-attack here as Hale puts it round. Balogun. What a great ball onto Dan Smith as well, who passes it back into the path of Balogun. And what a move that is. It's 3-0 and a hat-trick for Florian. This is amazing stuff. I want want to watch this goal again. Look at that. Hale back to side, to front, to left, to right, and just to the side into Smith. Back again. A sweaty goal, but a really good and well-earned sweaty goal. It's 11 for him. And Johan Hove's come on as well to just try and steady the ship. I know they don't really stand chance of a comeback, but he's just come on us. Hale could even get involved in another goal. He's got no contract at the end of the season, but he gives it to Hove, who's just come on to score. It's just good. Fulham, you're going down. You're going down. It's simple as that. You are going back to the Championship. Goodbye. He'd just come on as well as Johan Hove. There's a man down as well. Is that Josh Martin? It is. This old player must have just come on for Fulham as well and got himself injured, as we wish for a speedy recovery from him. 20 minutes to go as well. Maybe we could sign him if he goes down. I don't know, as that's straight through to Evans. Looks like he could get a clean sheet here as well. And there's nothing like winning the last game of the season, because then potential signings for next season will look at this and go, ooh, they've got some desire. As I still want to prove that we have desire in the tank as well. Mitchell tackling till the very end. I want to fight for George Marsh's clean sheet right here, and I want to fight for more goals if I can. It's Mitchell from the defence bringing it forward. Really good run from the youth player, Tyler Mitchell. He might be going all the way here, but it is blocked from Di Stiglio. Probably shouldn't have run into him. He's their best player, even in this game, as Petkovic. You're telling me he's just come on, Petkovic? You're telling me he wasn't starting this game? He was on the bench as he's come on here, and he still doesn't score. Timothy Weah, though, oh, he's very lucky. And Timothy Weah does get a goal. Not Timothy Weah, Timmy Abraham, sorry, does get a goal for Fulham. I don't know why he's celebrating. What a lucky goal that is. And Marsh's clean sheet is gone, but he's stupid defending from Lewis. But then again, he's been amazing. So we'll let him off. I feel like the last game of the season is when you can make one of them mistakes. And of course, he did well in the last 2 games against Everton and Aston Villa. So we'll let him off with that, as I want to see the scenes at full time. Fulham might be going down, although they are scrapping a little bit at the end of the game, but a great save from George Evans keeps them out for now. Really good save from the youth player, and I don't like how he's wearing their kit as well. I think that caused some confusion for the goal as Alonso chests that down. The Argentine just going to run forward with it as well. Just keep on going, Alonso. Keep on going. Chip that over the top as well. They've got no defenders. Into Callum Hale, who's still playing for a contract. And can he actually score? Maybe on his last game for the club, as he does. The youth player does get a goal to make it 5-1. Great performance from him, and I might give him a contract, you know. He's played really well. Gets a goal to show for himself. If he does go, I think he deserves a championship, maybe higher up club. He's been brilliant. 36 on his back, showing the fans that as he slots that into the bottom corner. Well earned. Just saw his name with Josh as well after the goal. That's a bit weird, as Fulham look a bit shaken up, but still, I don't think it's going to tell us right here. It's at our place as well, so we're not going to see the immediate disappointment as yet. Into the next game. 5-1. Glorious. And actually, no. We're not into the next game. We're into the end of the season show. I don't actually mind it now. It's the end. 15th. 46 points all year round. That is glorious. Just one behind West Ham and a couple behind Newcastle and Watford. As I think that was a great performance, but like I said, we've got to get onto the end of the season stuff. We've got decisions to make. As here we are in the player hub for our end of the season little show thing we do. Ethan Evans. I've been calling him George Evans. It's because I see the G from GK. As no, it's Ethan Evans. 70 rated at the moment. I think he's been really good in the 3 games he's played. Cunningham as well hasn't played this season. I knew he probably wouldn't. Well, I got too many youth players through. Maybe a release for him, or maybe just a loan or sell. With Gretterson definitely wanting a loan. Ethan Evans is going to be my backup, with Chevalier being the number 1 next season if it stands as it is. With Hammerlinen still out on loan. Jackson's done well when he's come on or started. Molar's been the main one, and I would like a bit more from him. 6.4 rating, 1 goal, 2 assists. Not the greatest. Matty Pollock hasn't got much game time at Atlanta, as much as I'd want him to have anyway. With Christopher Ayer, 12 games. He's been a really, really good improvement in the team, but hasn't been here long. Howard Bellis, no contributions. Been okay for a youth player. Definitely improvement needed. Phil Jones, I'll keep here for experience, unless he just decides to leave, which I'll let him go. Ivan, great stuff. He's been a real help and pivotal to staying up, with Alvaro unfortunately not getting a game at the end of the season. Lewis has been great. Gabriel Lewis. Jude Mitchell was really good in that last game he's just played. Fisher was okay. And Stacey, of course, being the main right back. Okay, he's aging a bit though. Didn't realise he was 30 as yet. Harrison Lacey not done anything. Todd Cantwell needs an improvement. I don't want to sell him. Maybe I'll loan him, although I think that'd be pretty stupid with his rating. If you want that rated, he'd definitely be going out on loan with Alonso and Smith. Maybe a loan deal for him, although he's got 7 assists. Don't really know where they've come from. I haven't seen him assisting, but there we go. Johan Hove has been as good as ever. Backup captain, 8 goals, 9 assists. Tommy Doyle being decent off the bench, solid in CDM. Wing, not the greatest this season as well as he was in the Championship, and Pope's just been injured all around. McMillan just had a blinder of a game as well there in the last game. McEwen's out on loan. Burrick is out on loan as well. Hale just had a really good game. 8.8 in the last game. He's 20 years old, but I don't know about the new contract actually. I might just let him go. Kieran Dowell, 12 goals, 8 assists, and he wasn't even in the team from the start. That is phenomenal from our once player of the seasons. McNamee is out on loan. Brooks, 6 goals, 6 assists, 35 games. Osborne, Maloney, can't wait till he gets back. Barry Leach as well out on loan. Baco, still got loads of players out on loan. As Semenyo, 21 goals, 7 assists. Florian Balogun, 12 goals, 5 assists. And Jeff Gott's actually done pretty decent away at West Brom with 7 goals and 4 assists. And player of the year for me has to go to, I'm going to give it to Ivan. I feel really sorry for Johan Hove that I haven't really given it ever, but yeah, Ivan's just been that good defensively compared to everyone else. He's got to get player of the season. You can see he's got the most clean sheets out of any defender, proving his worth. And yeah, Johan Hove a very close second. Comment down below who you think, from the highlights I've shown you this year, who you think the best player has been. I'll be sure to get down in the comments and talk to you amongst that. As yet, I think it's been a very solid season. First one back in the Premier League, or not even back, the first time in the Premier League, and we've managed to stay in it. Success. And next episode, comment down below as well as the player of the season who you want me to sign, as yes, it should be the summer and the start of Season 7. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of Season 6 of the Grimsby Town to Glory. I hope you have enjoyed this one. We will be back hopefully Saturday, well, no, Monday for you I think it is, as I'm going to try and get something out Sunday. I'm going to try and get that video rendered up and see if it can come out. If not, we'll have the season started tomorrow, but don't expect it. Stay safe, enjoy yourself, and I will see you all in the next one in a bit, and peace.